watching, you're watching, you're watching. You're watching, you're watching, you're watching. You're watching, you're watching, you're watching. You're watching.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, mate.
My name's Neil. I'm from the UK, from Total Rock.
Cool.
First of all, I want to say a belated happy 60th birthday to you.
Thank you, thank you. Hey, right.
You look amazing.
Thank you very much.
I've got a two-part question. I first of all want to ask you how you celebrated your 60th birthday, but also I know you have a special concert in Finland, and I was wondering, you're going to be playing stuff from your whole career. Can you give us a clue about who may or may not be turning up?
Okay, so I celebrated my 60th birthday opening up for Alice Cooper in Zwickau, Germany, and it was an amazing show because opening for Alice Cooper was already like the greatest way to spend a birthday. Oh, this is my new album, I Live Too Fast to Die Young, which is appropriate, right? I live too fast to die young. I can't die young anymore, I'm already 60. Even though Alice said, Michael, he's 60 is nothing. He's 74, still doing it better than ever. I'm feeling better than ever. So we opened up for Alice in Zwickau in Germany, and then Alice invited me up on stage to sing School's Out, and he gave me a sword so I could pop those balloons, you know, with all the feathers and confetti coming out of them. I was like, yeah, I was like a kid in a candy store. And then he had one of these, Kyler, the guy who was like with the hunchback, he brought me a cake. And Alice sang with the audience and sang happy birthday to me. The best birthday ever. I was in heaven, you know, I was in tears. I got back to the hotel, I was like, oh, you did this for me? What a kind-hearted person he is. Such a great guy. So I couldn't have had a better 60th birthday. And the concert is coming up, it's going to be the 23rd of September in Helsinki at the Ice Hall. And of course, I don't want to reveal guests, but there's going to be some very cool stuff happening. I would say once in a lifetime kind of event, and I wouldn't miss it for the world if I was in any way into my music or interested. I would say be there, or you may be very sorry. Yeah, yes, it's going to be great.
We're going to have a question in French, and then I'll translate in English, okay?
Okay, oui, oui.
Hi, Michael. Nice to meet you. I'm DJ for BGP Music Live.
Cool.
So, vous venez de sortir l'album le 10 juin. I Live Too Fast to Die Young, juste après la période de confinement. Est-ce que vous l'avez travaillé avant, après? Donc j'aimerais connaître l'accueil que vous avez réservé le public et la participation de Slash sur un des morceaux. Comment a été la collaboration? Merci.
Je ne sais pas. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just kidding.
So you basically just released an album. There was a collaboration song with Slash. And it's like a triple question in one. Basically, how was the recording process during the pandemic? What's the reception of the album within your fans? And again, that collaboration with Slash, how did it go?
Well, the collaboration with, I asked when we were in the studio, almost pretty close to finishing the album, I sent Slash an email asking if he wanted to, I sent the song to him. I says, would you like to play a solo on? Then this is going to be the title track of my new album, and would you like to play a solo on it? I know he was really busy. He was doing promotion. He had a new album coming out. So it says, it's pretty busy. So when do you need it by? I says, well, like now. But if you don't have the time, I understand. No big deal. But it would have been so cool. Is this going to be a special album that, would be nice to have you there? He said, well, he likes the song. It's super catchy. He said, let me see if I can carve out a day for it. In 2 days, we had the solo. He's such a sweet guy. He's like so accommodating to anything I ever ask. He has a heart of gold. That guy is like, he's always been nice. He's only gotten nicer over the years. So that's how that happened. The album, we had a year into the pandemic, started when we were, the previous album, One Man Gang, we were touring that, and then we had to stop like everybody else, had to, take a break from everything. About a year into the pandemic, I realized, I talked to the guys, I was in touch with them, and I said, we got to make a new album by the time we're going back on the road again. And the reason that we actually couldn't play live for over 2 years, because my guys live around the world. The guitarist Steve Conte lives in New York, Rich Jones, the other guitarist, lives in Canada, in Toronto. Carl Rockfist, the drummer, lives in Spain, and Sammy Alpha lives in Helsinki, Finland. I live in Turku, Finland, but because they live in different countries, we couldn't get together for over 2 years to play live. So, but the songs we had, like last summer, we had 34 songs to choose from. So it was like a good problem to have. But I always try to keep it down to like, the 10, 11, 13 at the most, 12. So we did get together in August in Helsinki, laid down some demos real quick in the studio, about 20 songs, and then had think about that. And I went into a completely new studio with a new engineer I'd never worked with in Helsinki, Inkfish Studios, with a guy, Erno Laitinen, and took a conscious risk, but it really paid off. He was a really good, more than an engineer, actually ended up producing the album with the band together. And this album, I think we renewed the band's sound in the best possible way, production-wise, arrangement-wise, song-wise. And there's a lot more like air and dynamics and a lot of variety and types of songs that we've never done before. So I'm well pleased with the way it turned out. It was a conscious risk and it paid off. So really feel like this is a special album. Really good one. And I got it down to 11 songs, which is great. The kind of record you want to hear after it's over, you want to hear it again, Is there an airplane landing or what? Come on! Low sound frequency. What is that, like a secret weapon? Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I have another question. So this is our signature question. So if you could have any band play one of your songs, which band would it be? Which song would it be? And would it be in your style or their style?
It would be. What the last thing you said?
Sorry, would it be in your style or their style?
Yours or what?
So if you could have any band... Sorry.
Yeah, I heard. Any band to play any of my songs, would it be?
Which band would it be?
And
which
what
song would it be? And would it be in your style or their style?
It would be my own band playing one of the tracks of the new album, say, Derelict Palace, the third song. I like this, one of my favorites, right? If I could have any band in the world, I would have this band. We have a great chemistry, we're best of friends, and we're really, it's rare to have a chemistry like that. And I'm a band-oriented kind of guy, and we have such a good time together. We're best of friends, and you can feel that on a record, if it's being forced, or live, you can, the vibe emanates from the stage. You can't fake that. It's real. So this is, I don't hope for anything other than what I have. I'm happy with this band. Best band I could hope for. So that's what I would choose. With all due respect to anybody else. Is that okay? Cool. Wow. Psychedelic, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Combat Farahani from Metal Talk London. I'm going to try to talk over the drone.
Yeah, can you speak up a little?
I will. So I saw you first Hellfest performance today. It was really fabulous, as always.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, after more than 40 years of rock and roll and seeing so many of these bands that are like the children of Hanoi Rocks and your music, like Guns, Poison, all these others, how does it make you feel seeing them all doing so well and knowing they were all influenced by you?
Well, it's great to see them, bands that were influenced by Hanoi, especially the ones that have really got their own style and have been like, have taken whatever they've taken from Hanoi and make it into their own. You'd be surprised if many bands that I've seen come up to me saying that, first, say Slipknot, for example. I saw them live in 2010, and Rich Jones took me to see them at a festival in Finland, and all of a sudden the guy with the long nose, Dick nose or whatever, he's like, "You man, it's your fault." I said, "What? Why does it look so dangerous?" I was like, "What is it, gonna attack me or something?" "It's your fault I'm doing this, man. My first album I got was Back to Mystery City, Hanoi Rocks, man, I love it." Then he brought Corey Taylor there. "Hey man, look who's here, Michael Monroe." "Whoa, now I can think nothing else than Michael Monroe's watching our show." Whoa, these guys are like into my music. Like Hanoi, we're influenced by that and inspired by that. And what they do is completely different. I thought it was like really cool. I mean, watching that show, members of the audience were taken out with ambulances and broken bones and stuff, and they were throwing, Dick Nose and his roadies, they were throwing his metal, drumsticks back at each other, like, hey, it was like, it looked dangerous and really intense. So it was really cool. So that's the best when you hear that people really have their own style and found their own thing, and Hanoi has inspired us. That's the best feeling, And it's always flattering to hear somebody being, into you and influenced by you, Thank you.
Hello, First of all, I hope that you can hear me well because I'm trying my best to talk.
I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, perfect then. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, nice. I had just like few questions, okay?
Yeah.
First of all, I would like to think, this question is in my mind for a while. You've been through a lot in your life, especially this day with all that is happening around. Your birthday, the new Lemmy statues and everything. What is the code that is staying in your head right now? Like this one that is stuck in your head and that you cannot get rid of it. There is any code that is like that right now? Or maybe a
It's
vibe?
this noise coming out here and distracting this whole press conference.
Okay.
Whatever this is, it sounds interesting, but I'm glad it's no drums or anything. Anyway, yeah, what's in my head right now is it's fantastic to be here at Hellfest. I've never played here before. We never, for some reason, Hanoi Rocks, even in the 80s, we never played in mid-Europe, like, never in France, never in Spain, in Germany. We played like maybe 2 shows. I don't know why we never played in, more. I guess they were just going for the American thing, So, but so there's a lot of ground to cover still. So the thing I can't get rid of in my head is I'm very happy with the new album. I'm so happy to be able to play live again and with my band and getting to people that haven't seen us before. And that's what I try to do. I always try to do a better show, a better album, and that keeps me hungry. You're never good enough, which is good. And, I'm here to expand my fame.
How does it feel to be famous and to try to stay true to yourself and not always playing a character behind a mask?
Never played a game. I never played the business game. I've always been true to myself. My integrity is what it's all about. Just staying true to yourself, doing what you're doing, your own art, on your own terms. Never compromised for the wrong reasons. Never wanted to take a shortcut to wealth and fame. I was true to a fault. I mean, people think I'm crazy. I thought I was crazy back in the day of Not Faking It album in 1989. It was on its way it was very likely to be selling millions. But the record company had a commercial on TV that said, Michael Monroe is back. He's not faking it. The brains behind Hanoi Rocks is back. And I says, God, Hanoi Rocks had no brains. This is misrepresentative. So I didn't want people to think that, it's calculated. So I told the label, why didn't you show me this commercial? It's wrong, it's misrepresentative. That's, you don't like it? I said, no. You want us to pull it? I said, yeah. So they pulled the commercial off, and they didn't make a new one. They pulled the plug on the whole album. So I said, okay, fine. So I'll be a bit more of a rarity. I don't care. So it's either on my own terms or not at all. That way I can, my sleep is untroubled. I wish everybody the same. I never cheated, right? That's the most important thing to me. Then, after you've done your own craft, your art on your own terms, you do your own thing for the right reasons, then if it becomes popular, if you have commercial success, sure, I'll take the money. That's okay, as long as it's done for the right reasons. So, money was never my motivation. It doesn't make you happy, really. Best things in life cannot be bought with money, All right? Thank you.
We're going to have another one in French and then I'll do it in English, okay?
Sure. Cool.
Bonjour Michael.
Bonjour.
Ravie de te rencontrer. Je suis ici avec ma fille aujourd'hui. C'est la nouvelle génération. Comment tu imagines la transmission de ta musique à ces enfants qui débutent entre guillemets dans le métal?
So basically she's here with her daughter.
Daughter? Oh, it's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Hi. How you doing?
And the question is basically a generation question about how you're transmitting your music to the younger kids, because you've been there for 40 years. We talked about the career. Is it hard, easier? How do you communicate with the new generation?
Well, they're the future. I mean, it's always great to be able to. If I reach kids at that age, that's always the best. Hearing that, my kids into music, I was like, this is amazing. She's 10. What a great age to be, I posted a picture of me 10 years old when I was with the Alice Cooper birthday gig. I posted a thing on Facebook where I had a picture of me getting the cake from Alice and on the stage, and then with the cake, and then a picture of me with the Alice Cooper record when I was 10 years old, saying that I could never imagine that 50 years ago, I could never imagine that one day Alice Cooper would be singing Happy Birthday to me on stage with the audience. So that age, I was a fan of Alice's, and it's a great age to be. You have a whole life ahead of you. adults are ruining the planet, and the leaders of the world are idiots. They're allowing this planet to be destroyed, unfortunately. So you have quite a challenge in front of you, but still, stay positive and we do the best we can to, make your life, keep it real and keep it as happy as you can. So I don't know what more to say. I'm just like, life is good and enjoy it and make the most of it. Every day healthy above ground is a good day. So live as every day could be your last. So make the most of it. And that doesn't mean you have to go crazy and destroy yourself. Just like, enjoy life. And best friends are really rare. They're the best things in life. And you have good friends, and they can only be maybe few. But yeah, as long as you're happy and stay positive, concentrate on the positive. Because what you focus on, usually it tends to multiply, right? So rather think positive than think about how everything sucks. And there's so many things wrong in the world, if you concentrate on that, then things are really going to start going wrong. So, just stay positive. All the best to you, man. God bless you.
Hi, Michael.
What's her name? Somebody tell me her name.
Hanoi.
A-N-A-I? Sorry? Hanoi, with the E in the end. Hanoi, okay, cool. All right, thank you. Hi, Hanoi. Nice to meet you. From this far away.
Hi, Michael. Question about your schedule, your summer. I know you're a huge fan of the Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Last time we met, you told me that your favorite song of the Rolling Stone was Fingerprint File from...
Fingerprint File?
Yeah.
My favorite song of the Stones,
Maybe
yeah.
You told me that.
Do a cover of that?
Wait, now, my question will you see the Rolling Stone concert in Europe next summer?
They're playing in Hyde Park on the 3rd of July.
Yeah. Not in Helsinki.
I'd like to... What? You have a ticket? You do? Really? What seat? Where? Let's talk afterwards. Because I'm going to be in London. We're opening up for Guns N' Roses in Tottenham Stadium July 1st and July 2nd. And the 3rd is the Hyde Park. Yeah. So I'm going to stay there. There's also a documentary of me being filmed, has been a couple of years, which will come out in 2023. And we're going to be in London filming some people like Rat Scabies from The Damned and Brian James probably, and some cool people, and film some stuff in the areas where I used to live. And I really wanted to go to that. We talked with the guys. We were talking about it would be a great concert to see, but I don't know. Let's talk afterwards. Okay. But yeah, you're right. Fingerprint File, the last song of It's Only Rock and Roll album. It's one of my favorite. It's absolutely my favorite Stones song.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Michael, we're gonna have one last question right here.
Okay. Oh, we're out of time.
Metal Den for Rock Meeting. After this excellent new album,
thank you.
On all these dates, can we hope a DVD live of one of your recent dates or future date? A DVD live, can we hope? Yes?
Like a live DVD?
Yes.
Wow, yeah, well, there's some live shows that have been done in... there's no plans for such as of yet, but the Japanese usually have a bonus track. On the albums, they have a couple of songs that aren't, released anywhere else. They usually want that. So this time, they asked for a live CD. And we had recorded a live show in Stockholm in 2016, which I found on the multi-track tape. So I picked that one out and we mixed it with, same guy who did this album in the studio. 11 tracks of that concert we mixed for the CD to be released as a bonus CD in Japan with I Live Too Fast to Die Young album. And I decided to call the live CD, it's named Michael Monroe, Too Fast to Die Young in Stockholm. It's live like Too Fast to Die Young in Stockholm. So I live Too Fast to Die Young, and then the CD is live with an exclamation mark, Too Fast to Die Young in Stockholm. Because back in the day in Stockholm, when I lived in Stockholm, on the streets, we started the first 6 months of Hanoi Rocks. Me, Nasty, Suicide, and Sammy Alpha lived on the streets, homeless. So you could say I started out with nothing, and I still got most of it left. And if I stayed in Stockholm, I might have been dead, you know, so Too Fast to Die Young, die young in Stockholm, right?
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, everybody.
Michael. Thank you.
Bye. Merci beaucoup. Yes.